Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option the 2018 Lincoln Continental. A very nice gentleman asked me, he was watching another video of mine of the Lincoln MKZ, I believe. I'm going to put a link up to that video. And in the comments, he asked if I would take a look at the Lincoln Continental, and I'm happy to do so. He asked me that about 24 hours ago. So, if you would like me to take a look at a car, a new car, just leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay, other thing is, if you find this video helpful or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right, so the 2018 Lincoln Continental, it's the high end for Ford, right? General Motors has Cadillac, Ford has Lincoln. So this is the Lincoln Continental. It's the top tier for, well, the Ford brand. It's a good looking car too. Look at the seats. The seats are very nice. I love the sculpting. I love the interior design of automobiles, and the Lincoln's done very nice. So here's how this is going to work. So there is a gallery. There's the overview page, which we're on now. We're going to go over this whole overview page. We're going to take a look through the gallery, look at the performance, check the technology, design, models, and equipment. We're not going to do the pricing and incentives, but we'll check out the black label. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the build and price, where we look at the individual trim levels. And usually I just pick one trim level to build out. Today, I think we're gonna look at all the trim levels that are offered in the Lincoln Continental, and we'll build out each one of them. And we'll save each one of those PDFs, each one of those build sheets, and then I'll put the links to those in the description below. So you'll be able to grab those if you like a particular spec of Lincoln Continental that I did on this video. All right, so now that we know how this is going to work, let's go forward. So they've got a gallery here, and to me it seems kind of redundant to go over, look at this gallery and then click this gallery. So we're just going to we see these pictures, we're going to skim over that for the moment and come back to those on that other tab. This is just the highlights, right? This is the highlight page. So you can see the design here. It's very nicely done. It's got a twin turbocharged V6 engine, 3-liter V6 engine. It has an all-wheel drive powertrain. It's got 400 horsepower, this particular trim, and 400 pound-feet of torque. So it's got a powerful motor. And we're going to look at that because they have a performance tab down here, and surely they're going to get into the more details of this engine. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Changing form to more precisely cater to yours. Right. Just like the Lincoln MKZ, which was another nice Lincoln product, they've got these very high-end seats. These seats are called perfect position seats with active motion. They offer a uniquely comfortable experience. The seat back actually conforms to you, articulating forward to cradle you. And I think I said in that Lincoln MKZ video, that reminds me of like the 7 Series BMW or the 5 Series BMW, where the upper back half of that seat will curve forward. So it kind of like will shape and form to your whole back. And so when they say articulating forward to cradle you, that kind of reminds me of the 5 Series BMW, 7 Series BMW, and surely other models of BMW, probably the 6 Series as well for sure. It's got power thigh adjusters that can extend and retract to provide individual leg comfort. That's great on long distance trips right here, where the thigh support can come out, because your legs oftentimes, mine will, get fatigued right there. And if the seat could come out a little bit more, it gives you that support right in your thigh where you would really need it. So that's nice. What else? There's a massage. There's a heating and ventilation for cooling. Helps make the simple act of sitting down an elevating experience, so they say. They have a Lincoln pickup and delivery service. What's that all about? It's intended to preserve the greatest of luxuries, your time. Lincoln ownership includes the pickup and delivery of your vehicle for all your service and maintenance needs. So that's cool. When it comes time to get your car worked on, they'll come by, scoop your car up, and drop a loaner off for you. That's pretty cool. Now, that sounds cool on paper. How well does that work in the real world, though? Because that sounds like that could be a hot mess. But on paper, that sounds like that would be really, really fun. Here's a highlight on the Lincoln Black label. This brings together superior design, premium service through a curated collection of interior themes and membership privileges. The Lincoln Black Label is like the upper echelon of Lincoln, of Lincoln, the MKZ or the Continental, because what, you get the finer materials on the inside, you get access to better services, premium services that aren't available to other regular Lincoln owners, right? If you own a Black Label Lincoln, and look at the interior, is quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I'd really like to drive one of these cars because they look very interesting. I like to drive one. So, premium materials: Venetian leather, premium Alcantara fabric, rich woods, or aluminized fiberglass silver mesh combined to create an unforgettable tactile experience. Premium maintenance plan they have. They've got a 4-year, 50,000 mile premium maintenance plan that covers all the regular required maintenance, recommended service, and replacement of wear items like brake pads and stuff. If it's all inclusive like that, now that's a deal. That's a deal if everything is thrown in for that first 50,000 miles or 4 years, whichever comes first. Then they have an in-home consultation and test drive with a mobile showroom that comes to you, an in-dealership studio featuring a private fitting room and remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label is tailored around you. So they'll come to your house. You can buy a Lincoln from your home, and then they'll deliver it to your house. You never have to go to the dealership, because that's what that sounds like to me. If I'm wrong and you know that I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But it sure does sound like you could just order a Lincoln at home. They'll come to your house and do the presentation, and then boom, you can get it delivered to your house in however many weeks it takes to do that. That's pretty cool. Let's read about this. Now, they've got themes, right? Because I see the word Rhapsody, and surely this probably means a theme. So let's see. Distinctively tied to the world of music and sound, the Lincoln Black Label Rhapsody theme introduces a thrilling and equally touching experience. Aluminized fiberglass silver mesh, Rhapsody blue leather, and Alcantara suede cloth adds something felt more than heard to a well-composed and poignant arrangement. Okay, I think the way I was reading that, I got lost in translation, but they're probably telling us that this is done to a really fine degree. And so you've got blue leather and Alcantara. Sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? And here's another themed Lincoln called the Chalet. The Chalet theme is designed to evoke the contrasting pleasures of pulse racing mountain slopes and the warm comfort of a ski lodge, a Pries ski lodge. So that must be some specific ski lodge somewhere in the Alps, perhaps. I don't know. But this is the lighter. You know, you've got the whites and the light woods and the browns and stuff like that. The Venetian leathers, the deep silverwood appliques. What else? What's the next one? The next one is the Thoroughbred. I kind of like this one. I kind of like the browns. Celebrate the distinguished and elite lifestyle of horse racing with Thoroughbred, a reflection of traditional American history, featuring a jet black interior with rich Belmont leather, right? Belmont leather. This theme is the perfect combination or companion for the equestrian enthusiast, right? Somebody who likes horses. The equestrian enthusiast. So out of the three of those, they all look good, actually, to be honest with you. They all look pretty good. Let me pull that into your view a little better. That was the Rhapsody. Then you've got the Chalet. We'll take a closer look at all three of these when we get to that point. And then compare vehicles. So we're down at the bottom. So now what I want to do is I want to go over to gallery. Let's get some good look at some of these pictures, because you know they're going to be good. So you can drag and drop. So we can do that to spin the car around. So this is the 2018 Lincoln. This is the color Rhapsody Blue. This is the color Iced Mocha. Then we have Ivory Pearl, a Blue Diamond, a Black Velvet, Magnetic Gray. That sounds familiar. I think Ford on the other side offers a Magnetic Gray. Burgundy Velvet. Seems like that paint looks really beautiful, but I can imagine the swirl marks and the scratches if you're not up to keeping that polished up. How many scratches that would show. Okay, what's next? Ruby Red Metallic. That's interesting. And then you've got a white platinum metallic tri-coat. That's probably a premium color, I'm guessing. I don't know. What do I know? Silver metallic. That's the silver metallic. And then on the interior, is it going to show us an interior shot? Yes. Oh, and we can spin the interior around. Nice. Can we go up and down? No. Just around in a circle. Okay. So that's the cappuccino colored interior. That's a nice big infotainment display, FYI. And look at the leather stitching up on the dashboard. I'm getting sidetracked, but it's just an attractive car. Here's that jet black interior, right? This is what it should probably look like more or less on that thoroughbred themed black label car that we saw. Then what is this? This is the jade gray. Okay, this is the jade gray. And then finally, last but not least, oh, this is attractive. The terracotta is attractive. That's attractive. I like that. We could call that brown too. Terracotta, brown. Right. Okay. So that's attractive. We're not ready for the build and price yet. Let's look at the rest of the gallery. How about we just hit the big picture and then we can scroll through all of them. And then there's a drop down details for each one of them. So what is this? The E-latch door handles and power cinch that gathers in doors make for stylish entrances and graceful exits. So they mean power closing doors. I think that's what they mean. BMW, Mercedes, they've been doing that since, like, I don't know, the 80s. I'm sorry, the 90s. But cool. It's still a cool feature. What that basically means is, say you go to close your door and you didn't close it all the way, but it barely catches. You know the situation. Everybody's done it. Instead of having to go back and close your door, the door will automatically pull itself in. It'll close itself. So BMW, Mercedes call it like soft closed doors. I think BMW calls it soft closed doors type of deal. But that's a cool feature. That shows you the upscale level of the Lincoln Continental. That's the real takeaway of that. Tell us about the grille. That's the magnetic. Oh, that's the magnetic metallic paint. I guess we don't have to look at read every caption because that's going to take a while. Let's just enjoy the photos. The lights are beautiful. That's a beautiful LED lights. I think it's in the automotive industry. I think it's really cool because it seems like this is a place where you can make your car look like jewelry because so many cars have these beautiful, sophisticated, elegant looking lighting. You know, these lights and the designs and the lights are like and crazy. I don't know if a lot of people pay attention to that stuff, but there's some serious design wars going on in cars with the way they do their lights. So it's pretty cool. There's a nice shot, panoramic roof up there. It's a really nice car. Thank you for asking me to do this review. I really appreciate it. It's a really nice car. This is a nice color. That's pretty, isn't it? It really is. I'm being completely sincere. Car's got strong lines. It's got strong American car lines. I like that. And the grill, and I like the sparkles and the grill and all of that. Okay, I think we got through the gallery. Let's look at the interior gallery. That was the exterior gallery. Let's look at the interior. It's a nice place to be. I love those seats. I have to admit, though, the seats look very Swedish to me. I'm not even going to lie. They look very Swedish. I don't think Volvo's doing it anymore, but there was a time period in the Volvos where their seats kind of sort of had this thing going on like this. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back and check, but probably sometime in the 2000s that was happening. Right? The veneers, the woods look really good, right? That veneer, the wood, looks nice. Seats are great. Look at the control center back there. See that control center back there? That's crazy. And the door, look at the door panel. You got a huge speaker down there at the bottom. You got a huge speaker down here at the bottom. You got a, looks like probably, that's for sure a speaker. That's probably another speaker. You got a lot of door controls. There looks to be a button here. It's definitely got a sunshade on the window. You can see the little thing there. The cushions turn in to wrap your head. Then you got all of this down here. I mean, honestly, I'm not kidding. I've been in a lot of BMWs. I've been in around a lot of Mercedes-Benz, and this is done very, very, very nicely. Easily as nicely as any German sedan. No joke. And surely for a fraction of the cost. Right? This is a nice car. Very, very nice car. Okay, so yeah, it did have two speakers. It's got this, I think they call these a mid speaker, and I think these are called tweets or something like that. They play or produce the higher sound. I don't know. I think I might be right. Perhaps. Looks good. You got that whole digital TFT display for your layout here. Push start. Beautiful woods. I don't know if that's a pocket to put stuff in or just a padded area that will be soft for your knee to be resting up against. I don't know. Seats are nice. More shots of the veneers. There's a good shot of the instrument cluster. Yeah, there's a better shot of the instrument cluster. And surely you can reconfigure that in a few different ways. I know you can on Cadillac. Surely you can on this car. Let's see if they tell us. Yeah, they've got temperature, time, directions, speed limit. So if you're driving down the street, there's a camera like up by the rearview mirror that will do what? It like is looking for speed limit signs. It's reading the signs, so you can just look down. It already knows. It's telling you how many miles till empty. It's showing your music that's playing, your fuel. I mean, this is a full, I mean, you got all the data you really need. And you can probably change this layout, but that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. This reminds me sort of kind of Mercedes-Benz in that you've got your memory seating, but it's up on the door. Whereas BMW puts it down on the side of the seat. They've got it up on the door. And then, I don't know, this looks like further seat adjustments. Yeah, it's kind of slick and very, artsy the way they did it, but it's cool. It's there and it's cool. And there's a nice big shot there of the whole cabin where you can kind of take in the whole thing and see that there's a straight information center down here. There's a screen down there that looks like climate control. Wow, that's taking it to a whole nother level right there. I think we're going to have to option ours with this rear seat package because that's nice. I like that rear seat package. We're on picture 13 of 14. Surely it comes with Sirius XM radio. Almost every manufacturer, your stereo will come with that because they give you like a 3-month or 6-month subscription or something for free. You got to re-up it, but they give it to you out the door usually. Awesome. I love heads-up display. This one has it. And look, it's throwing up most of that data. You got the range for your fuel. You got your time. You got your speed limit sign. You got your temperature. All that really tells me is when you're driving, all this makes it safer to be on the road because you don't have to take your eyes off the road because the information you need the most is right there, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road. All right, so we got to look at the interior pictures, that interior gallery. Now, we're not going to look at the video gallery because that would take too long. And we've already gone through the photos, so we're good there. If we were just doing it by ourselves and not doing this as a video, maybe. Okay, let's check out the performance, though. Because I love luxury, but I also love performance. So if we can marry the two together, even better. So, here's the performance features for the 2018 Lincoln Continental. All right, the powertrain. It's got a twin-turbo 3-liter V6 engine. And all-wheel drive. It's got dynamic torque vectoring. Now, here's what I know about dynamic torque vectoring. I am not an expert on it, but it's the kind of stuff that makes a car, when you go around a corner, it makes a car kind of sort of defy physics, where it makes it handle where you thought it wasn't going to be able to handle like that, and yet, like magic, it can do it. That doesn't mean that it makes it impossible not to drive bad or something, but torque vectoring makes a car just drive that much better. It's pretty dynamic. I know Audis do it on their cars and stuff like that, and the German cars do it, so that's pretty cool that they also have it here on the Lincoln Continental. That's nice. And that motor, no, 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, yeah, that's more than adequate these days, but in the big picture of things, automobiles are Mercedes, Cadillac, everybody's making cars with more horsepower than that, but do I think this car needs more horsepower? No. I think that horsepower is more than adequate, and it probably gets this car down the road quite nicely. Okay, it's going to tell us more about that dynamic torque vectoring. Okay, here we go. Raw power can turn heads, but refined power is what truly deserves attention. Dynamic torque vectoring delivers power on demand to the appropriate rear wheel while driving through corners. This feature enhances agility and helps maintain a smooth and seamless driving experience. I think it transitions power to the wheel with the most grip so you don't like spin out and stuff like that. I think. And it says down here that it's only available with the 3-liter all-wheel drive model. So it only comes with this particular engine, right? What's this? Pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection and active braking. Available pre-collision assist, uses radar and camera technology to scan the road. And if another vehicle or something is detected and jumps out in front of you, and provides a warning. If you don't respond to that warning, then apparently the car can take some kind of corrective action to automatically apply the brakes for the car. You can see they're kind of showing a guy out here, right? Say you weren't paying attention because you were over here trying to do something with your phone, right? You were texting somebody, and the car is paying attention though, so that would help you. I think that's nice. Now, is that standard equipment? No, it's not standard equipment. How do we know that? Because they say the word available. They say it's an available thing. If it was standard equipment, they'd say it was standard, but they say it's available, so it's an option. It doesn't come on every Lincoln car. It doesn't come on every Lincoln car. I think it should, but it doesn't. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go. Now, navigating traffic can feel a little more effortless. Okay, got it. Stop and go functionality. I'm not really a big fan of that. What that basically means, you've probably heard of it before. If you're using that feature, your car pulls up to a stoplight or a stop sign or something, and it turns itself off. By the time you take your foot off the pedal, off the brake pedal, and take it to the gas, the car has already started. It's that quick. It does it automatically. I just don't like the way that feels. It feels very unnatural to me. But I think it's cool that they've combined adaptive cruise control with stop and go technology. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Auto hold. That offers a new form of relief when you come to a stop sign, signals, or other braking situations. When the system is engaged and the driver uses the brake pedal to bring the vehicle to a standstill, the system will hold and then release the brakes when the accelerator is pushed. A lot of manufacturers call that hill assist. What that means is, say you're starting off on a steep hill now, and you got your foot on the brake, but when you take your foot off the brake, the car is going to want to roll backwards, right, until you put your foot on the gas and you go forward. But with the auto hold feature, when you take your foot off the brake, it'll hold the car while you're getting your foot over to the gas pedal. The car won't be rolling backwards. That's a cool feature. The Lincoln Drive control, what's that about? Active noise control, heightens overall cabin sound quality by reducing unwanted noise. Okay. Adaptive suspension. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? That is a beautiful shot of that car. Now, this car from that angle makes me want to have one of these because that looks beautiful. And this car looks upscale. What I like about Lincoln is they have no problem like making this car be drenched in luxury and finery, and I like that, right? But then at the same time, it's got the adaptive suspension, it's got the performance engine, it's got the torque vectoring, right? And then here, comfort, normal, or sport mode. That's pretty tight. That's pretty tight, I think. Then you got electric power assisted steering. Everybody's kind of going to electric power steering these days. So it's a fluid steering feel at low speeds and a firmer, more control feel at higher speeds. Now, just a FYI, I'm going through these slides. I'm not always reading everything. If you want to make sure that you catch everything, you can just always momentarily pause that video, because a lot of times I'm just looking for the highlights, right? I'm helping you as a general overview of, in this case, the 2018 Lincoln Continental. So let's keep going. All right, we're at the end of that. And next is what? Technology. So yeah, we can click to the right. Let's find out a little bit more about technology on this car. Media technology. I see Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, AccuWeather. That's cool. Glimpse, Sirius, and then they have a suite of connected mobile apps and something else. I can't quite read that. I think it says Amazon Alexa. Amazon Alexa? Really? And there's 2 other tabs right there for more pages. There's 2 other pages. So Sync 3. FYI, I did a video on the Sync 3. And I'm going to put a link up to that video. If you want to know more about the Sync 3 system, because it's pretty cool, that's Ford's big dog infotainment system. I did a link on that like last week, literally. I think it's crazy. So I'm going to put a link up and you can check it out. This is their main deal. It comes with all your tech. right? Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that stuff that people want. The Sync 3, that has that, okay? What is this? The Resale audio system. So, Mercedes has what? Well, they don't have it anymore. They used to have Bang & Olufsen. Mercedes, BMW, Audi, they used to use Bang & Olufsen. Now they're moved on to some other brand. I can't remember the name. But it was always the super high-end audio system, okay? Or there was the Bose for GM. And now it looks like there's the Resale audio system for the Lincoln, right? It's got 19 speakers. And it delivers music, they say, in breathtaking audiophile quality. It's got quantum logic surround, and it's got something called Clarify. That name sounds familiar because I think I was just doing a Kia vehicle that used that same terminology. They use Harman technology. Do they mean Harman Kardon technology? Sounds like it's a nice system. I bet you it plays really, really, really nice, right? Precision mill speaker covers, right? They're trying to do this stuff to a high degree, and they are. They're not trying. They are doing it. Then you got the configurable digital display, and I said it was the configurable. This is only one configuration that it's laid out in. It probably has several, right? It's a single, right? It's a single all-digital in-dash instrument cluster screen. The single uninterrupted screen allows drivers to choose what information is important to them and where to place it. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so we got through all of those. The Lincoln My Way app, or the Lincoln Way app. So this is probably standard. Every manufacturer is doing it. Lock, unlock doors, remotely start your car. Looks like they got a pickup and delivery service, a concierge, roadside assistance. All that cool stuff. Standard fare, not minimizing it, just standard fare stuff for all manufacturers these days. Everybody has an app. Lincoln's no different. Sounds like theirs is really cool too. TOO as in also. A little more information about this audio system, and it's kind of redundant for us because we're not going to play the video. We're going to take them at their word that it's a good system, right? It's surely a good system. The heads-up display. Let's hear a little bit more about that now. This is an adjustable viewing position that has windshield projected information display. It's the brightest, they say, the biggest and the brightest windshield projection information display in its class, meaning other cars that it competes against. So what else does it do? They can let drivers choose what data to display, from standard driving information to adaptive cruise control settings, lane keeping information, and more, right? What else? It's got digital light projection, another industry first for Lincoln, allows the display to be visible in more ambient lighting conditions. Okay, cool. Adaptive headlights. See, these headlights, they're functional and beautiful, right? Dynamic, adaptive, high energy discharge. That's what HID stands for. Headlamps. Standard, right? Standard means it comes on every one. See, their manufacturers are very clear. Standard, available. Standard, available, right? Standard or option. Standard or option, right? On the Lincoln Continental. They swivel from side to side with the steering wheel. So as you turn the steering wheel, the entire lights turn with you in the direction that you're turning. And that helps to illuminate a wider piece of the road. And you know what? That is a very nice feature. I had the pleasure of driving a brand new 2018 Cadillac XTS, and it had that feature that when you turned around the corner, it had that turn around the corner light type feature deal, and that was really, really nice. And I bet you it's really nice on this car too. So what else does it say? It speeds between 1 and 35 miles an hour. The reflectors in the the optional adaptive full LED headlamps are slowly activated and deactivated, widening the low beam pattern to help illuminate pedestrians or other roadside objects. It's really nice, huh? These are the adaptive LED headlights shown, of course. Tell us about the 360-degree camera. All right, so this is an optional camera that lets you maneuver in low-speed situations with a view of your surroundings. 4 cameras on the front, rear, and sides merge to provide a bird's-eye view around your vehicle to help you better see and get your car in and out of situations, parking spots, etc., etc. All right, comfort at your command. There's that rear seat amenities package. That's what that's called. And so a back seat that simply doesn't take one, with power lumbar support, massage, heating and ventilation, and ample leg room. The reclining rear seat, including the available rear seat amenities package, has a bevy of features, right? A plethora of features that make you sit up and take notice. I am taking notice, though, actually. There's the perfect position front seats, right? We kind of already know about those. They have a bunch of features like massage and stuff with indoor controls, and they easily adjust for uniquely comfortable positions, right? And another reason to never want to get out of them. They probably are very comfortable, which make this a very good long distance driving vehicle. Um, in command steering wheel, you do have a lot of you got a lot of buttons going on this steering wheel. The best present ever the best present ever evolving technology. Lincoln designers and engineers took a holistic approach to redefining what a steering wheel can and should do. Controls for the configurable digital display, the Sync 3, and more are positioned for ease of use. Wood inlay and leather wrapped airbag covers help to create a steering wheel that is as functional as it is elegant. So it's loaded. You can control the sync system, the reconfigurable digital display. You can do it all right from the steering wheel. But what they don't tell you is you're probably going to need to spend a week reading the how it works user manual, because you're not going to just get in there and just know how it works. It's probably not that intuitive. But yet everything's there. Indoor seat controls, right? What does it do? Any highlights here? The buttons, yeah, the buttons are very cool, all Swedish design looking. Looks like the heated seat option, and looks like can you control the left and the right seat? You see how it says L and R, left and right? I don't know. What else we got here? Okay, that's the end of that. All right, let's go to design. We're almost at the end, meaning that we're almost to the point where we're going to do the build and price. But I want to go through everything because it's worth it. The Lincoln Embrace, you've arrived and your Continental knows it. When it senses your approach, a suite of features activates as if to say welcome home and where to next. So as you walk towards the car senses what? The key fob in its proximity, and it begins to wake up, because that's what it sounds like. So here's what some of the things it does. Welcome light. As you approach with your key fob in your hand, I just said that, or purse or wherever, the headlamps, tail lamps, and the door handle lights, which Cadillacs also have, illuminate. Inside, the dome light and colored ambient lighting create an even warmer welcome. That's nice. I like that. Then what? The Lincoln logo welcome mat. So there's a little Lincoln icon that's a light that illuminates on the ground. That's pretty cool. Auto folding mirrors. So when you park, your side view mirrors automatically fold in to protect themselves. When you start your engine, they automatically unlock. Well, who'd have thought? It's not that hard to do. What a nice feature. I like that. I like that. Why aren't Mercedes and BMW doing that? The E-latch, we read about that door handle like right off the jump, right? So the E-latch door handle has a small button that, when given a simple touch, unlatches the door electronically, allowing it to be opened in a single smooth motion. Attention to the handle's position keeps the Continental's long, flowing lines intact. Plus, entrances and exits are made even more graceful with an available power cinch that gently gathers in the door and secures it, right? That auto close feature, right? They call their panel, they don't call their roof a panoramic roof. They call it an available twin panel roof. And that's pretty self-explanatory. People in the back seat kind of have a roof over their heads as well. The interior design, we're not going to spend too much time with that because we already kind of went through all the photos. So again, if you want to take the time to read that information, you can always take a quick pause. Yeah, the interior craftsmanship surely is nice, right? The interior craftsmanship is nice. I like it. You know, I really like American cars. I'm pro American cars. I like German cars and have for a long time, but I'm really pro American cars, especially now that I've been doing this on the channel and getting a real up close view of these cars. I'm real pro American cars. They're nice. So what does this say? The deep soft leather goes through a 16-hour softening process, which is a considerably longer process than those you use for most automotive leathers. And the 2018 Lincoln Continental is the only vehicle in its class to offer it. Nice. Okay. They're trying to do things to a high degree. I mean, that's clear. They're trying to do things to a high degree here. They have a signature grill. All right, it's a bold new one-piece grill featuring distinctive Lincoln star mesh. Is designed to turn heads and widen eyes. It's attractive. The LED tail lights. I never was a big fan of the rear end of these Lincolns, but you know, this one's nice. I think I like it better than the MKZ. Let's put it that way. I think I like the Continental a little bit better than the MKZ. The Lincoln Continental features standard LED tail lamps that are fully integrated into the trunk lid, right? And then a little bit about the black label. It's an elevated blend of both ownership and membership privileges, right? We already went through the different themes, the Thoroughbred, the Chalet, and the Rhapsody. We'll take a closer look. Now, what else do we have? Let's go to models and equipment. Let's take a look at models and equipment. All right, so here we are. How many models do we have? We've got the 2018 Lincoln Continental Premier. Now, that starts off at $45,000. Then we have the Continental Select, which starts off at $49,000. Then the Reserve, and then the Black Label. All right, so let's compare the models really fast. Oh, we can select up to 3. Ooh, maybe we don't want to do that. Here's what we might want to do instead. Let's take a look at the Black Label. Let's take a look at the Black Label, and then after we take a look at the Black Label individually, then we'll just go out, we'll go and build each one of those trim levels, and that's how we'll take the close look, because then it'll kind of be redundant. We'll look at it, and then we'll come back and build it again. It'll look a little redundant. So let's look over this Black Label, because to be honest with you, if I had to pick just one to build, it's the Black Label, because I always usually like the top tier of a car. Let's be honest, most of us do. The Lincoln Continental, the Black Label, it's hot. That's the Chalet theme. We know that. Let's see the other one. That's the Rhapsody theme. That's the blue. And then that's the Thoroughbred theme, which is the brown, but the interior is black leather. And I'm not a big fan of that brownish gold, the Thoroughbred color, but I do like the black leather that's inside of it. So what is that telling us about here? So the ultimate expression of design and personal service. Let's explore. All right, so luxury begins even before ownership. They do a private, yeah, they come to your house. We know that. Then there's just a reiteration of the themes. We're not going to go through the themes again. But maybe we should do what? At least maybe look at the photos, right? Because they're going to, no, they don't really. That's a better shot of that interior. That interior photo is nice. That's a pretty color. I like that. Let's see what the Rhapsody looks like. Is that Alcantara right there? It's interesting. I don't know about the blue, but it's interesting. Now let's see about this Thoroughbred. This is my one that I kind of like. See, I like the wood there. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. I like this one. I like it. I can live with this color because I really like the interior, and I like the feel that I get when I look at this particular one. Membership privileges. What kind of membership privileges do you get with the Black Label? You get a culinary connection, so you get hookups with food. You get some premium maintenance. Every benefit of maintenance plan. Get every benefit of a maintenance plan that covers all recommended services. You get a vehicle care deal, and you can get in more into that, but we're just kind of skimming. All right, so let's go to build and price. I'm ready to do a build and price. Let's go back to the overview, and let me find that build and price. Okay, so 10 minutes later. I find it wasn't 10 minutes, but it was a couple minutes. You would think you guys are in the business of selling cars, right? You would want to have your build and price button all over the place. But I did find it. I did finally find it. So let's go build some. All right, let's go build some. What are we looking at here? All right, so we got the Premier, the Select, the Reserve, and then the Black Label. And we're going to go in that order. So let's check out the features list. Now, this is the Premier. This is the entry-level Lincoln Continental. Starts off at $45,000. Right? It's luxury that define the standard. Includes 62 features like Sync 3, adaptive steering, LED taillights. Let's look at the features list real quick. All right, so this is the Premier. Now, they're showing us the Select and the Reserve, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to even be looking at these two columns. I'm kind of just looking at this column because I just want to see what is the base model, what's the base level stuff that comes on a Lincoln. And the best way to know that is just to look at the Lincoln Premier. Right? And everything that says standard, well, that's what comes on it. Again, I'm not going to point out everything. You can always pause the video. And we might not scroll through all of this, right? We might not scroll through all of it. All-wheel drive is optional. The auto hold, all that stuff standard. The dynamic torque vectoring seems to be only available on the reserve. I'm sorry, yeah, the reserve or above. Standard engine is the 3.7 liter V6. They don't show us any. No, I don't want to check with a representative. They don't show us any. They don't show us any specs on that, on like how much horsepower that makes in the torque. So it's standard. That's the only engine. Then the twin turbo V6, the 2.7 though, is an option on the select. Or I'm sorry, it's just not available. Not available. 6-speed automatic. Right. That's the standard. You get 18-inch wheels as standard. The premium magnetic painted aluminum wheels, right? That's standard. What was that then? Oh, that's the twin piston brakes, 17-inch rear solid brakes. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. What else? What else? Mini spare, that's standard. Rear seat AC vents, reverse sensing, leather wrapped steering wheel, ambient lighting. You're getting some decent stuff. You can't get the bliss though. That's kind of important. That's like the rear cross traffic and all that. Rear seat reading lights. Yeah, pretty all standard stuff. But not necessarily, man. They're giving you a lot of stuff, but the entry price is, pushing $50,000. All right. So, okay, good stuff. Remote start system, cool. Push button shift, scuff plates, right? You got rear seat USB and smart charging ports. You got 2 of them total, right? Good to know that. No rain sensing wipers. Lane keeping system standard. Forward sensing system standard. The Chalet theme. Compare models. I kind of got lost on the Chalet theme. Oh, I think. Oh, you know what? I think this is off one, right? It should be. This is off one. Should be up for here for forward sensing system. That's what that is. That should be up one. See how they're off? They should fix that. See that? That should all be up one because we know that heads-up display isn't available on the Premier. That should all be up one. They could fix that, but it's okay. So Sync 3, Lincoln My Way app, the 8-inch LCD. See, but I'm kind of getting a little bit lost here, so it's getting twisted. So okay, so we're there. The Premier. The bottom line is it comes pretty well equipped, right? Pretty well equipped. So comes with the one engine. Let's hit I, see if it gives us any more information. No, it doesn't in terms of like horsepower. I wanted a little more spec information, but it didn't give it to us. So we're going to choose that. Let's get a look at the interior really quick. Looks good. Let's go to exterior. Let's pick colors. So there's 2 colors apparently. You can have blue diamond. Let's get a side view. Or you can have black velvet. Or black velvet. I'm going to go with black velvet because I'm not really into the blues. Not necessarily. Every now and again I like a blue car. Usually not. Wait a minute. Do I need to go back to exterior? I do because I did not choose the wheel type. Now, I guess I didn't need to because there's only one wheel option. So we don't need to worry about the wheel option. Alright, colors. Let's take a look at the colors. That's for the interior. So what? You can have a cappuccino, but it still has black rugs. Or you can have an ebony. Well, I'm going to do the black on black, right? We're going to have to do the black on black. What about interior options? You can get these all-weather floor mats. Normally, yeah, let's get those. You can get the all-weather floor mats. Okay. What else? What's the difference here? What did I just add there that I can't read? That's the cargo area protector. Okay, the cargo area protector. You see how their lines are off, aren't they? Their lines are off on this thing. What about the radio type? Well, it's got the standard radio. That's the 10 speaker on this car. Whoops, that's the 10 speaker on this car. They do have an audio upgrade. That's included, the Sync 3. Okay. The seat type, Lincoln soft touch seating surfaces. Okay, so that sounds like it's not leather, but it's not like cloth. Okay, so that's what that sounds like. Accessories. The wheel locks, yeah, it's cheap security for your wheels. The car cover, yeah, well, maybe, why not? I like car covers. I'm into that stuff. You don't need the roadside assistance. I don't think you need the side window deflectors either. What about interior accessories? I don't think we need any of that stuff. I don't know. Well, maybe we could get the soft-sided cargo organizer, right? And it's folding, right? So if you're not using it, you can put it out of the way at the very least. Okay, let's move on. All right, so here's where we're at. That car started off at $45,000. We had $1,200 in options for an out-the-door price. Well, they got a rebate going, so technically the out the door price was $47,295. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this build, and we're going to go back and look at the other trim levels really fast, and then get on over to that black label because I like that black label a lot. Okay, got that one saved. Let's go back to models. Let's click select, right? Now let's look at the feature list really quick. Well, I wish they laid it out a little bit better. I wish they said, here's what the highlight features are for the Premier, and then the select gets everything that the Premier gets plus this, and we can kind of see it. It gets a hand-free power liftgate, the E-latch power cinch, right? That's the auto-close, soft-close doors. The 10-speaker premium audio system, all right? So we can kind of see it. I wish they just laid it out a little nicer, that's all. Now, this is the different engine. It gets the 3.7-liter engine. We don't know the horsepower on it. We don't know the horsepower. Why can't they tell us the horsepower on it? Let's move forward, though. Let's move forward. Let's pick a color. Still the same two colors. We're going to stick with the black. Exterior packages. They offer packages on this car, but we have that. They have the Select Plus package. What's included with that? That's the Bliss, the blind spot infotainment system with cross-traffic alert. I was saying that should be standard, but it's not. But it comes on the next level up. And then it gets the voice-activated touchscreen navigation system as well, with the Sirius XM traffic and the travel link. So that's standard on this particular trim level. So that's cool. Exterior options. Do we want the auto high beam headlights? Probably. Probably. Yeah. And you got to add the Continental climate package and what's included in that. Auto high beams, auto dimming rear view mirror, the heated rear seats, heated steering wheel, rain sensing wipers. And yeah, and it's only $895. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. I'm okay with that. That's the Bliss. This is the rain sensing wipers. What's this? The twin panel roof? Yeah, let's throw the twin panel roof in there, right? The sunroof. Let's throw that in there. And then the windshield wiper de-icer. I don't think we need that. The wheels, okay, they have an option. They have an upgraded wheel option. I'm a wheel guy. We're getting the upgraded wheel option. The 20-inch wheels, they're just $750. Let's get them. Interior, we're going to stick with the black because I don't usually do the light color interior. Now, what packages do they have? That's the Continental Climate package. We know about that already. We'll do the floor mats. We'll do the auto dimming rear view mirror. That says it's included. Okay. The cargo area protector. We'll skip it because I can't quite see. It's not lining up, and you can kind of see that on the screen too. So I would be doing it better, but I can't quite see what it's lining up to. The heated and ventilated front seats. Well, do we have that? I thought we had that. Let me double check. Okay. Now, if we add that, then we also have to add the 30-way perfect position multi-contour seats with the thigh extender. Well, I'm not going to be mad about that. Yeah, let's do it. Okay? Because we're not building these cars for a certain price point. We're just building out nice Lincolns. It's got the heated rear seats already. It's got the heated steering wheel. Do we want the inflatable rear safety belts? Yeah, I care about my rear passengers too. What about the Resale, the high-end audio system? Radio type, we shouldn't have to worry about that now because we just upgraded. Right, that's kind of redundant. Seat type, well, we already got the good seats, so we're good there. Let's move to next. We'll take the wheel locks. We'll take the car cover. We'll skip those. We can skip the rest of those. Except, yeah, we'll take that. We don't need our groceries rolling all over the place, right? Okay, here we are. Out the door is $55,000. The car was $49,000 to start with. We threw $6,100 worth of options. If you like this model and you download the PDF, then that's going to have all that listed, itemized for us, right? So all in, $55,420, or total MSRP was $56,420. They've got all these discounts. That's why they keep throwing these different prices around on us and stuff like that. So let me save this PDF, and then we'll move on to the other two. Okay, so we look at the Reserve. Oh, let's go back real quick. Look at the Reserve. Here's some highlights of the Reserve. Now, the pinnacle of premium includes 75 features like panoramic vista roof, adaptive bifunctional headlights, and this one has the 8-inch LCD capacitive touchscreen. What that means is capacitive touchscreen means when you touch the screen, you'll get a little give a little vibrate to you to give you that positive, to let you know that yeah, you did actually press that button, right? That's what capacitive touch means. All right, so let's build that one. Let's build it. Now this one still comes with that 2.7 liter engine. That's the only option. It's got front wheel drive. That's the only option. Let's click next. The colors. Okay, 2 colors. No, 4. No, more colors. More colors. More colors. More colors. Let's see white platinum. Let's see ivory pearl. I like that. Let's see iced mocha. Like that too. I could probably skip the silver because everybody does silver. It's either this one or this one. I think I like this one. I like this one. Let's do the ivory pearl. Looks like it's an additional $6.95 option for this color, but well worth it, I think. We're gonna do those auto high beam lights just like we did. Yep, just like the other car. It's going to want to add that Continental package. We'll do that for $8.50. That gave us the bliss with the cross traffic and all that. We're going to do the lane keep assist. That's going to want to add the technology package for $4,200. All right, yeah, we'll do it. I'm cool with it, right? Because we want to have the best, right? The premium LED headlights. Yeah, we want to do that, right? Expensive, $39.95. That works though. We read about the headlights and we know why we want them. We're going to get the twin panel roof. Yeah, we're going to get that roof. The windshield wiper de-icer, no. Are we going to get the upgraded wheels? Yes. Because we're doing it build your own style, right? That's how we do cars here. All right, so colors on the interior. Okay, they're throwing a few different colors. Now, didn't I say I liked that terracotta? I did. I did. And on that exterior color, that's perfect. We're going to do the terracotta on this car. What do they have for interior package? We had that package. They added that. So let's read this because they threw those at us. So let's read them. So the Continental Climate package gives us the auto high beam, auto dimming rear view mirror, the heated rear seats, the heated steering wheel, the rain sensing wipers, and the windshield wiper de-icer. Okay, we got that package. Then this technology package, which was like $4,200 or something, was really expensive. This gives us the 360-degree camera, the active park assist, the lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, heads-up display, which I love, the pre-collision assist, the auto-dimming rearview mirror, rain sense wipers, da-da-da-da. Okay, good stuff. Then the luxury package, that's included. What does that have? LED headlights, the good stereo, and a single CD player. Do we want the rear seat amenities package? Yeah, we do. Let's just double check what's all included in that. Power lumbar support, massage, heating, ventilating capabilities, ample leg room, reclining seats, all of that. Yeah, we're going to get that for 4,300 bones. Oh, look at that. You see that even through the window shade up back there. Now, that's a nice place to be. Now, I don't know what you know, but you can see this back speaker has this, like, you know, this nice little finished chrome surround around it. That reminds me very much of like Audi, BMW, Mercedes type stuff, and that tells me Lincoln is just trying very hard to be upscale, and they're doing it. And even though this is a $70,000 Lincoln, which is a lot of money for an American car, you know, usually this the German cars you see start getting super expensive, but you're getting a lot of car, and I guarantee you, I know for a fact that to get all these features that this car has, and it's just at $70,000, you'd easily spend another $20,000 and maybe have to move up to another level of car just to get all that in a BMW or a Mercedes. I know that for a fact. I don't even have to go test that. The all-weather mats, yeah, we'll get the all-weather mats. We'll get the auto-dimming rear-view mirror. That's part of the climate package. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, we got that already. It's bundled in a package we already had. There it is right there. It says included. Can't see those. We'll kind of skip over them. We don't need that. We got those. We got that the rear seat package, the heated seats, the heated steering wheel. We got the rear safety belts, the manual headrests up there, the power reclining seats, the center armrest deal with the cup holders, the good stereo. And we're not going to do the Resale because we already got the good one right here, so that would be redundant. It'll remove something, so we're not going to mess with it. And we got the sun blinds, right? The car's loaded. We're going to get those wheel locks. We're going to get the wheel locks. We're going to get the car cover. We better throw in that roadside safety kit. And we better throw that in. We gotta get the grocery thing. We gotta get the groceries, right? Let's get all the groceries, right? Because people are gonna oh you can have one or the other. One or the other. We'll keep this one. All right. So let's go to summary. So this car started off at $54,000, and we almost racked up. Wow, going on almost $20,000, right? We racked up $17,000 in options, but we got one heck of a Lincoln Continental, right? Lincoln Continental Reserve, okay, a Reserve with the 6-speed selectable shift, select shift automatic with paddle shifts, okay, with the ivory pearl paint, which was an option, right? Here's all that stuff. Here's all the options, and like I said, when I print it off right here, and you can download it. Then if you like the spec on this one, then you can get the spec. So I'm going to go ahead and print this one off, and we'll last but not least move on to the black label. Okay, so let's go back to models, and last but not least, let's look at the Lincoln Black Label, which surely comes with all of this stuff. All this stuff that these three models have, you know, already comes on the Lincoln on the Black Label. Let's see what the features list. See, they do this one more beautiful. So here's what it has. Advanced track electronic stability control. I'm not going to read all of them. Again, you can take a pause if you'd like to. It's got 18-inch twin piston brakes. It's got 20-inch polished aluminum wheels. Interior features. It's got the bliss. It's got ambient lighting. It's got illuminated vanity mirrors. It's got the one-touch up and down rear windows because the fronts are automatic. Wood trim. Hands-free power trunk, tri-zone climate control. Yeah, this has got everything. Everything. Lane keep assist, hill start assist, sync 3, the My Way app, the navigation, the top audio system, you name it. The Venetian leather seats, everything. The power auto folding mirrors, all the tech, the latch system, the 360 camera, all the packages. It's got the technology package, the climate package, the luxury package, and you can have your choice, I guess, between the Rhapsody package or it comes standard with the Rhapsody blue package, a white platinum metallic tinted tricoat, equipment group black label. All right, so that got a little blurred for me, but let's go build it out because that's going to straighten it all out right there. Car starts at $70,000. So the last one we just built was $71,000. So here's the deal. If we end up building out this car and it's only a few dollars more than the Reserve that we just built out, then it just makes sense to not even buy. If you want to get a loaded one, to not even get the Reserve, just skip on up to the top tier. Get the Black Label. So the Black Label comes with all-wheel drive. We want to get that, and we're going to get that high horsepower engine, right? We're going to get that 3-liter engine on this one. That's the 400 horsepower, 400 torque. This has all-wheel drive, and that gives us the torque vectoring. And then for colors, oh, they got different colors here. Now, if we do the Blue Rhapsody, that's that whole Blue Rhapsody package, right? Where the interior, oh, no, it's not. Okay. But what about, what's this color? No. Wait, let's see that. Any other colors? Maybe the Rhapsody Blue? Okay, let's do the Rhapsody Blue. We'll do the Rhapsody Blue. It's a no-cost option, too. We'll do the Rhapsody Blue because that's a standard. So, options, adaptive cruise control, we got it. All that stuff included. Okay, wheel type, polished aluminum wheels. Yeah, okay, they're already standard, the 20s. So what's included? The theme is the Chalet theme on the inside, but we're going to do the Rhapsody theme. So we want to have the blue leather on the inside, right? The blue leather. Oh, can you really do this like this? Wait a minute. Stop the train. I'm just curious about something. Just seeing something. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. I was just curious if I could have the black or the Rhapsody blue exterior with the black interior. I just want to see if it would work. The answer to that is no, it won't. So we'll stick with the all blue. We'll stick with the all blue Rhapsody theme. I was just curious. It was worth a try. I just was wondering. So next. So we're at 74,000. And looks like all we got to really do is just put a few options on the thing. Right? We're going to do the safety kit. And let's do the wind deflectors. Why not? And let's do this one this time. the soft-sided cargo organizer, the large one, right? It's 80 bucks. Let's do that one. And so I guess next is summary. Okay, so this car, here's the moral of that story, right? You know I'm going to print this off and you can download it. We knew that the black label was going to be loaded. They give you everything. Seems like the Reserve, that was the one that was 74,000 or 71,000. Seems like you can option the Reserve out with everything, but by the time you option it out with everything, it's almost the cost of a black label. So you do save a few dollars, and maybe you will save a few dollars at the dealer, but man, seems like to me, if you want to buy a car that is on the level of, say, a 5 Series BMW, maybe even a 7 Series, depending on who you are, or an S-Class, or an E, or a CLS Mercedes, this car could definitely fit in that slot. Now, I'm not saying all those cars compete against each other. What do we care about? We're consumers. The manufacturers care about where these cars are classed up at. This car seems like it can be that BMW you want it to be, or it can be that Mercedes you want it to be, or it could just be that great American car you want it to be, or just as nice as anything is where I'm going with it. So it's just a really, really nice car, and I'm really happy to have done it. So I'm over an hour on this video. This is absolutely the longest video I've ever done. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thanks for joining me. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.